Hey guys, Adrian from SoftFinder.com, and today we're taking a look at Radman's Advanced IP Scanner. Advanced IP Scanner is a free networking scanning tool that you can download, and is a free, fast little utility that scans your Windows network for other host machines on there. You get their IP addresses, both on wireless and or wired local network. Allows you access to such protocols like HTTP, HTTPS, FTP, so you can go in and individually you put it in an IP range and you can look at all your other machines on the network. So you can kind of control them. You can also use, they have a remote control software, so you can actually, if in conjunction with their software, take remote control and fix any troubleshooting issues, etc. Really, really useful for remote groups if you want to kind of control a network. If you're a sysadmin or a network admin, anything of that sort, you can take a look at all of these computers on one interface through an IP range. You can wake up computers, you can shut down computers, whether they be servers, etc. Really cool piece of software. So first off, go ahead and download it, and we're going to go ahead and look at the installation process. Alright, so here we are in the actual installation. So you're going to go ahead and choose your language of choice, in this case English. We're going to go hit next, agree to the terms. You can read the EULA here. Go ahead and hit next. Choose where you want to install the software. I'm going to go ahead and install on my F drive, install it, and let it install here. Now that the installation is done here, we can go ahead and hit Launch Advanced IP Scanner, hit Finish here, let it go, and here we are in the actual program. So, for example, here you can see this is the interface. I'm going to quickly go over the interface. You have File, which allows you to scan from file, load files, etc. Action, so you can do wake on LAN, shutdown, abort shutdown, explore via stuff like HTTP, FTP, etc. You can go ahead and here go into the settings and change options like whether you want to scan resources like if you don't want it to scan FTP, access, etc., etc. And you also have some miscellaneous options here. You also have view and help menus if you want to check those out, and then of course you have your typical buttons like scan, pause, stop. Looks like you have, this is the subnet of the machine that will be scanned. This is the subnet class that will be scanned. So you have your B and your C class in subnetting, etc. You also have the option to expand all and collapse all, and you have your results and your favorites. So you can set up a little favorite section if needed. Okay, so first off, you want to get an IP range. In this case, it put in an IP range for us. It also shows an example. If you know your IP addresses or your range of your network, you can go ahead and type that in. For example, I will hit scan here with this range plugged in. And I'm going to go ahead and let it scan. Alright, so now that it's finished scanning, you can see here it shows you the 3 alive, 0 dead, and how many are unknown on the network. So, for example, we have a couple of computers here. I have multiple computers in my little office here. You can see I have my PC that I'm currently on, and it also shows you the manufacturer. So it has a manufacturer, it has, as you can see, it's still picking up other things like D-Link. I'm guessing that's my router, the D-Link router. You can see it gives you a couple information here. Now, I have this kind of shortened down, but it will show all your IP addresses. It will show all your IP addresses on the network and what is assigned to what. So if you ever had an issue where you needed to know what IP address is assigned to your computer and you don't know how to access it through command prompt or anything of that sort, this program will do it for you. For example, you can see my iMac here. It shows it's a manufacturer of Apple. It gives you the IP address, but you can also go ahead and click on the MAC address here. Now, the MAC address is the physical address of your computer. It's known as the physical address. So if you ever needed that as well, it has a whole MAC address label under there. Now you can see you can expand on some of these. For example, under Adrian's PC, I can click on this, and I can go into stuff like the users folder. You can also see here now I get the option to shut down computer or send wake on LAN packets. So what this means is, let's say you have a computer, you control a small network, for example. This would be a common use of something like this, maybe an office environment. And at the end of the day, you need to kind of turn off everybody's computer. You can see on your advanced IP scanner and your network what computers are on, and you can shut them all down via this program. Now you can also do a wake on LAN. What this means is if it's connected to the network and the computer is shut off but still hooked in to an Ethernet jack or wirelessly somehow, that you can send a wake on LAN packet, which will cause the computer, it will send a connection through Ethernet, etc., through the network protocol, and it'll turn the computer on. So maybe you get into the office, you turn them all on. Maybe you get out of the office, you turn them all off. It's a very, very common scenario in work environments, etc. So definitely a program to check out. So, in consensus, it is a awesome networking tool. It has tons of features. You can also, like I said, mention you can go into HTTP protocols. You can do stuff like FTP. So if it picks up any of those, you can go into those. If it's connected to the network or through a computer, any FTP servers, etc. running. If you have the right logins, you can go into those. If you have the Radman software, you can even remote control into a computer, so you can remotely go in and control the desktop if you need to fix an issue. all very, very easy to use interface. Really, there's not much downside. I mean, it's really easy to use. It's not, it's not a difficult interface. Design wise, it got everything going for it. Um, Really, it's that simple. It's easy to go in, hit scan, get all my networks, and good to go. And then I can just kind of click through there. Now, I think commonly, it's not going to be used for people, daily users of computers who have a small little network going on. If you're not really controlling multiple computers, or like me, you're just in a small office environment, you probably won't need to admin that many computers and need to remotely shut them down or remotely go in. But if you're dealing with stuff like with my other business, I do technical repairs, so maybe you need to remote into other people's computer and fix an issue there, fix a small thing, whatever it may be. Then that instance, it's a very, very good usage. And again, it's free, so do check it out. Again, Advanced IP Scanner. I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10 on the scale. Again, I am Adrian for SoftFinder.com. Thanks for watching.